Okay, so obviously you've already seen the title or thumbnail of this video. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do a jet seal and butter wet wax update. I was looking in, I've got a maintenance or history book that I've had since the car was new. I bought this car brand new in January 31st of 98. It had 50 miles on it. I've got every single thing in here that I've ever done, every fill up, everything. I keep track of everything. So I was looking, I didn't realize it had been this long. November the 8th, 2015 is when I clay barred, buffed, and applied the Chemical Guys Jet Seal and Butter Wet Wax. 2015, that's 2 years, 6 months, and 19 days. That's crazy. So the Jetta is really, really dirty. I haven't shown this car some love in quite a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little quick walk around, and I'm going to do a foam. I don't know which car soap I'm going to use. It's not a car soap test. I don't know. I always go for the zip wax. I don't know why. It makes really good foam and it's cheap. And I've got so much car soap I need to get rid of. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do a water test and see if this stuff is still even on there. I think you're going to be surprised. All right, so people don't believe me when I show them this. The air in this car blows out at 28 degrees out of the vent, and it has since it was brand new. I've got this, actually it'll get a little, I can get a little colder putting it on fan speed 1. Got the recirculate on. It is 132 degree water temp so far, and it will, I think I can get it down to 27. It usually likes to hang out at about 28. But this air is frigid. This is the absolute best car for the summer. Just phenomenal. Volkswagen, they got a lot of weirdness, but I tell you one thing, they over-engineer, or at least they did. They always over-engineered the compressors, the evaporators, the condensers, and this thing is just phenomenal. It is so nice. It's probably 80 something degrees outside, and you can't ride with this on really more than, even in the hottest day, 95 degrees, just phenomenal. So I just wanted to show you guys that it is possible to have cold, cold air. And the charge is correct. I measured the exact charge in when I replaced the expansion valve, and I had to replace a valve in the compressor itself, and the exact charge went in. Yeah, I know, you AC guys, if it's blowing out 28 degrees, the evaporator is probably 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit or so. And yeah, it is what it is. It's almost like a freezer. Anyway, back to the video. All right, so it has been a while since I washed this car, unfortunately. Sad to say. And that's the one benefit of white cars. You know, they don't show dirt as bad as, well, definitely bad as a black car. They don't show paint imperfections as bad. This is the original paint on this car. Still smooth and shiny. I gotta say, this Jetta Tdi is the best car I've ever owned, and it's got 376,000 miles. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to foam the car and do a wash. I'll do a fast speed up. We're not doing a soap test, but maybe you guys enjoy seeing the Jetta get a little bit of love for once. Here we go. Now I'll let that dwell for 6 minutes and we'll rinse it off. And I'm using zip wax. Measurement is real critical.
All right, so it's going to be a little hard, maybe. I can't really tell on the screen if you can see what I'm seeing, but the surface is very, very smooth and slick. I'm going to say there's still some protection left on here. It's pretty weird to be able to say that after 2 years and 6 months. But yeah, there's definitely some protection left on there. Now, how much is a percentage? That, who knows? And you know what, who really cares? The fact is, still definitely got some protection left on it, especially on the sides. They're gonna always show more usually than the flat surfaces, but because they're not as exposed to the element or to the sun. But anyway, so yeah, there's still some protection left on there. 2 years, 6 months later, and 19 days, the Jetseal and the butter wet wax.